A report from this year discovered that humans consume about a credit card worth of plastics every week. It's because of microscopic plastic particles that exist in our drinking water and air we breathe.
Missouri Capitol Bureau Chief Joe McLean spoke with researchers at Mizzou who say they may have discovered a breakthrough.
We're all pretty familiar with bulk plastics. Like you see images in the ocean where you have rafts of plastic. Those are all sort of macro scale giant pieces of plastic, and those are a problem, but the bigger problem is the plastic you can't see.
Scientists call those invisible pieces of plastic microplastics, and they are everywhere.
Years ago, they did tests, and it was something like 85% of people, they found microplastics in their blood, and a good fraction had plastics in their lungs. And this was decades ago, so in some sense, people have stopped looking because everywhere they look, they find these plastics.
Baker said nanoplastics, which are extremely small microplastics, are even found attached to dust particles in the air we breathe. This is where Baker's research comes in. See that bright orange fluid on the surface of the water? Here, nanoplastics are actually dyed orange, so they're visible to the naked eye. Baker's team in the chemistry department was able to use this special fluid, sort of like a chemical sponge, to effectively remove nearly all those tiny plastic bits, separating them from the water. From here, Baker said engineers will now work on figuring out how to scale this process up to purify more than one vial at a time.
Intake of water and food is one known method for introduction. So getting microplastics and nanoplastics in our bodies. So water is one key route. It's not the only one, but purifying air and water are two of the most important sort of routes for this.
This experiment, Baker said, is an important step to a cleaner drink of water. In Columbia, Joe McLean, WGEM News.